Hey guys, Lumen02. I'm currently playing a more fun deck in Canadian Highlander. It's a Maverick build. Maverick is just green-white decks. I think in general you tend to want to be an Abzan if you're going to play Maverick, but it does have the benefit of, generally speaking, probably playing a little more linear, but at the same time also being pretty good against red deck wins in aggressive decks, like the Mirror, basically. This could get Jit. Against white, I tend to think Jit's probably good. Could also just get Batterskull. Yeah, I'll get Jit. Jit seems good. Having 3, 4, 5, 6 points. 6 points in my opener is pretty good, right? Or access to 6 points in my opener. I'm going to put the Jit down with the Stoneforge on their end step. I could also leave up removal this way and have a Dryad Arbor that can possibly attack next turn, possibly cast my spells next turn. Look at possibly a Palace Jailer, I don't know. Alright. Caracas. Okay, Eldrazi, a Displacer. Cool. So they could be like black-white Eldrazi, black-white Death and Taxes. Kind of want to hit a land next turn. A Plains land would be probably the best. Alright, Gadok Teague. He's probably not going to be great in this matchup, is he? Sure. Alright, well, hopefully this Jit can do some work. Yeah, Gadok Teague against all planes, probably not good. Let's be curious to see what this name is. It's either going to be human, I think, or Eldrazi. They could be on like a straight Eldrazi kind of list. Human. Yep. Okay. Well, is it going to be... I don't think casting their own Palace Jailer would be per se good here. Right? Elspeth Knight Errant. Okay. Well, let's see if we hit a land so we can possibly just kill Elspeth outright next turn. Okay, did not hit a land. Part of me really wants to get the Sylvan down, but I think Gadok is disruptive enough that it's probably worth doing here. Now they can flip it with their Caracas, but it takes them off a land. Which they may or may not be down to do. We'll see. Alright, Leonin Arbiter. Cool. Okay, cool. Well, they have Swords to Plowshares or Path here. Well, if they had Path, they would have used it already. Interesting. They don't bounce the Gadok Teague to save the Elspeth. Alright, that may have just been an error. Gadok Teague is kind of a weird card. He doesn't really play a legend. He just kind of looks like a dude. I'm going to play Sylvan now because I'm looking for land here. If I hit a Plains land, I can be in pretty good shape, I think. Jit's just kind of doing what Jit does, though, and, well, it's commanding the mid-range / mid-range aggro mirrors. Okay, a Gideon of the Trials. Cool. I'll have to switch who has the Jit. Fetch land would also be quite good. Works well with the death right here. Alright, well, a land at a minimum. Alright, they're going to throw their land out there. Okay. Yeah, dismember. Good. I guess I'd still get around that with shit. Should have played this gentleman out. Okay, yep, Grand Abolisher. I guess Stonecloaker gets a little worse with Grand Abolisher in play, but I can kill that if I'd like. Okay. Actually, there's another thing is I can't activate this shit on their turn with that in play, so I do have to kill it. Just gonna blow up their land here. Alright, they're finally gonna bounce the Gedok. Do I play around Path to Exile, Swords to Plowshares? Nope. I don't think I do. I think I just go for it. Alrighty, and play out a Kithian and say go. Alrighty. Well, Maverick got there. I think Maverick is going to tend to be pretty decent against a White Weenie. So this deck's points are kind of spread out. It's got the Mox, the Jit, the Stoneforge Mystic. I have to relook it again. Strip Mine is in this list as well. Yeah, if this had like 2 lands, it'd be great, right? But unfortunately, this is not a keeper. Okay, yep, this is a good one. We'll keep this. Doesn't have removal, but it's got Fauna Shaman to find like some things, some stuff. Yeah, of course, I'll put that on top of my deck. Card is the bomb. I think there are very few benefits to not getting a forest there, over like a Savannah or something like that, or the Shock, Temple Garden. I think we're just gonna be happier with a basic here, just in case they have Wasteland. Okay. not really drawing a lot of cards in this deck. I guess I do have Sylvan Library. It does halt that. Also halts the that card. And as you say go, try to play out this Even Mindcensor on their turn, and hopefully be able to get a Jit hit in next turn. Okay, Bremaz is spooky. Alright, Kakaw. Okay, Ghost Quarter. Alright, that's a good one. Okie doke. Get for a bit of damage here and no follow-up, okay. Okay. Oh, do they wish to attack here? I don't know. Yeah, they do. Getting in there. I'll trade. And the hope is here they're going to play some threat out and I'm going to be able to get it. Yep, that's fine. With Palace Jailer. Alright, Scoozy. Okay, Sword. Alright, well I can deal with that too. Luckily. I actually like hitting land with the Fauna Shaman. Alright, Batter Skull, not a great draw, but okay. It's fine, too. I mean, I have a ton of mana. I'm going to actually play this out. I suppose if they want to eat my land, they can. Sure, get in there, little buddy. Okay, that's a thing that we can get something else with. It's not going to be very useful here, Weather Wayfarer, that is. My question is, what do we get? Probably just Sigarda or something big that just ends the game quickly. Yep, you got it. Could also just be this thing. Alright, the Nullhide Ferox. That card's pretty cool. Okay, he's Maru. Alrighty, good game, man. And we'll do another here real quick with a different deck. So that was Maverick. More of a fair deck. It has some disruption in it. I think in general what it's going to be good against is just the aggressive decks. It's very good against aggressive decks. It's kind of like a low-end mid-range deck. And that tends to be just good enough. I'm going to play 4-color Blood here. This deck's sweet. I don't know. I think it has to have sometimes a tougher time with like white weenie strategies. But it's kind of more of a pretty 50-50 matchup, I think, in general. Like, this hand's fine. This is certainly a keeper. That's a better 3 to play than Miri. It also complements Queen Marchesa quite well. Just going to fetch here. What are we finding? Is this the blue-green deck, or is this a white deck again? Hard telling with that start. Alright, maybe white-black, so they could be playing Death and Taxes. That's pretty cool. Alrighty. Okie doke. My guess would be Thalia, but it really depends on their hand, too. If they're threat light and they only have like a good 1-drop here, it could not be Thalia. Yep, Thalia makes sense. Queen Marchesa is going to be problematic, though. Honestly, I should probably update this Bloodlist. I probably should be running Palace Jailer in it as well. The card is just that good that's worth paying double casting cost requirements for it. Yep, we can play a Forest here and go green. Oh, not red. White, black, and play in a Fence Out just because she's a bigger threat. And she can also pump up Queen Marchesa next turn. A lot of legends in this deck. So hopefully my opponent doesn't just go Caracas and just... Bleh. I guess if they do, I can play Marchesa next turn and get some value off of it, regardless of it being pushed back to hand. Well, unfortunately I cannot do that. That is my only basic in the deck. Yep, I am that greedy. So you got him. It is strictly better than Swords and Plowshares once I have my Forest in play. And nothing. Alright, well, I am going to resolve the Queen Marchesa. What punishes me here if I attack? Like Containment Priest, probably, but I don't think I play around it. I can't think of a lot of other flash dudes that would worry me here. That was a good pull. If we hit a land next turn, we can put a bunch of bodies on the board, which is kind of nice. I also have a good bit of removal. Okay. Just play the souls out here. Just in case any crazy stuff happens on their turn. They can attack me somehow. Once you get the Monarchy, I think you just want to retain it. Like, you just really want to be careful and protect it, because it definitely assures a lot of free wins if you can protect it and not give it to someone else. Okay, that I can kill. I think I'm just going to go for mana efficiency here. I'm going to fetch probably, a Bayou? I could get a Savannah here. Savannah would be fine. I'm a little tight on white mana right now. And there's already an Urborg in play, so yep, makes sense. This list again is actually unpointed. It's completely unpointed. That was a good pull. Well, now I think we're probably... I mean, unless they're running like Damnation in their deck, but this looks like it's black, white, death, and taxes. Doesn't look like it. It's probably going to be running like Damnation or anything along those lines. And get the Thalia. Go up a life. That's cool. So the value of black, white, death, and taxes goes up the more unfair an opponent's deck is. This deck actually that I'm playing is exceedingly fair, I would say. I'm going to draw a card here, see what's up. Play out some souls. Attack with all. And see what happens. That lethal? No, it's down to 1. Could I have done lethal this turn? I probably should look at the math better. I don't think I had it, but... Alright. Yeah, Monarchy is just dumb. Mechanic is just stupid. It's what won me that game, right? And like I was saying, I think I should cut a 4. Like, this card has not been performing that well for me, Grand Warlord, Rada. Because of the capability to have a sideboard, obviously I don't play as much main deck tech as you would in a Canadian Highlander list. I don't have power in it, so that cuts down some of the deck's more busted draws. Doesn't have Mox in it or anything like that. But this hand's good right here. I mean, I am lacking black mana, but I have a turn 2 3-drop. I think you keep this, especially on the draw. Duress probably isn't that great against their deck. It's probably not horrible, but Terminate should be fine. Even Mind Sensor, medium, I think. Okay, the Mardu Wool Reaper. Well, that's a powerful turn 4 play. I'll probably look to get Mind Sensor down first, so I can get a little bit of value, of course, if their turn it comes into play, especially if they remove it. Okay, Stoneforge is very powerful. I wish, actually at this point, if I draw a Swamp, I probably just force the discard out of their hand with Duress. I still don't think I block, though. all the difference the play makes, right? Because, then you have Aven Mind Sensor and you kind of just goozle the Stoneforge. Alright, well, I can't use that, so I think we're in some trouble here. I do need to find a way to deal with an artifact. Alright. Set ourselves up, in the best case, to be able to deal with the creature that Jit gets equipped to. And that's possible we also find, like, some of our tech to blow up artifacts, like a Kasali Pride Mage or something along those lines. Okay. I could have done this before. Do I want to trade here? No. Nice. That is exactly what we want to see. Okie doke, they're going to try to wasteland me. I assume they probably don't. They do. Okay, interesting. They don't go for Elspeth here. Go for Banisher. On what? Okay. Let's get this card back. And we're going to stay back and block this time. Hopefully they miss on land. If they don't, that's pretty good for them. Alright, they play a Containment Priest out. That card's very strong. Well, let's see if we can outvalue them here. Okay. I'm going to draw this Shambling then. I know I could have played it off the top of my deck, but I kind of want to get Stirring Wildwood down. It actually does a lot more on this board than the other card does. Yep, you got it. Terminate down. I can't cast it hardly. I'm off of black mana and red mana. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, Isolated Chapel. Well, you have a 1-drop. They could also have like a Path to Exile or Swords to Plowshares, right? Well, Path to Exile, no, they don't have, because I think they used that already. That was last game. Alright, they're all going into Johnny. Alrighty. Pretty rare that you see the white weenie deck get mana screwed, but it looks like it's going to happen here. They can kill the Garruk now, but I don't think it makes that much of a relevant difference. I'll fetch during their turn, probably near end step, so I don't give them as much information to play around. And there you go. 4-color blood. I do think it's closer to a 50-50 matchup. A couple things I didn't like about how they played that out. I think I like putting the shit down earlier just to keep it out of hand. And then there was a turn they could have played Elspeth that I think would have been slightly more optimal. Just my take on it, though. Like, I'm, by no means an expert, but I think I would have liked that line a little better. Getting the shit down earlier to use mana up, and then also getting the Elspeth down to start presenting threats. What else do we want to play here? I could do blue-red. Blue Moon. Sure, I guess. Play some Blue Moon. I don't think it's per se great against Black-White Death and Taxes or even White Weenie. It's fine versus White Weenie. It's not great. It's really a land hate deck. It's kind of how this deck is set up. Yeah, I mean, I think this hand leaves a little bit to be desired. I think I'm going to mull this. Yeah. Alright, this hand's better. It's very, very slow, but I want to say like a burn spell on top. Force of Will. I can do better than that. I really don't want that. Well, I am kind of teching against their matchup. I shouldn't be doing that. Alright, Scalding Tarn. Well, they're playing a blue deck now, at a minimum. Highlander tends to be good against blue. But I'll tell you what's not good against blue is all 4-drops, right? So if they're like, is it tempo, we're in trouble. Alright, Watery Grave. Cool. Okay. Okay, Brawl. Oh, maybe they're on Storm or something then. We shall see. Alright, counterspell's up. I don't have it, but it is operational. That's annoying. Wonder if they have days or something. They kind of just threw it out there, right? Ready to the Royal. Yep. Ashiok is an annoying card, though. I don't know how good it is in Highlander. I don't know. I'm a little dubious. Okay. 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 What do we get? Probably like an Ancestral Recall or something along those lines. Would be my guess. Muddle. Okay. Yep, playing her out with no protection, but what can you do, right? So we really have Muddle at a minimum in hand, land, so what does Muddle transmute into? Glenn also threatens the Ashiok. At least keeps it from ultimating, which is problematic. Okay. Alrighty, go ahead. I don't think I mind losing those cards to Ashiok. Okay, they just accept that. Cool. Interesting. I think they would have wanted to counter that with Muddle, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong there. Okay. Cryptic. That would have been a nice one here. So we know Muddle and nothing else about their hand. Alright. Let's use Jace's ability here. Okay. Say Kiki Jiki and Torrential Gearhulk. Okay. Okie doke. Time Vault. Okay. So that's what they're up to. Got it. They really don't want to make a dude with this, right? Because then they're just going to give me access to bounce it back with Jace, right? That'll get countered. I'm not going to allow them to draw 2 cards off of it. Alright, let's get after Ashiok here. So you know Time Vault is in their hand. Well, can they win with it? Okay, land was either drawn or was in hand before. Okay. Okay, they got Jace. We knew he was on top though. Mystical Tutor and then Preordain. Cool, cool. And I think we got him here, so we're going to Logic Knot this for 4. They can't pay for it. That would have gone and got the Voltaic Key, and then they would have played the Vault out, which we know is their last card in hand. So I'm not going to slow roll this. I'll just play it on their main, because I know if they have Vault, it's whatever, really. Alright, and believe it's back to me, and then Splinter Twin this thing up and get the win. I think is how this ends up. Yeah, it plays out that way. Alright, well. I mean, they can't have anything, right? They can only have Time Vault, so I'm not going to brainstorm with Jace, try to keep the slow rolls to a minimum, put this on the Pestermite, and yep, that's good games. Alrighty, so Ashiok was annoying as hell. That card was savage, just brutal. You never really want to be playing control and see that thing. You're just like, oh gosh, can never deal with it. Well, this hand never beats an Ashiok, but yeah, I think we're down for it. We'll keep it. It's got good ounce to back to basics, or using back to basics against my opponent. I would like to shuffle that pile. I want islands right now. There we go. Unfortunately, I'm not running Ancestral in this deck. This is an unpowered deck. It does have some pointed cards in it. It's actually from a 100-card format, so like it has Mystical Tutor and a few other cards like that in it. All right. Mystical Tutor is pretty fair in this deck, though. It really, it could be more unfair. Get like experimental, what is it? Madcap Experimentation or whatever that card's called. Right now, I'm not going to use it even. I think I just wait. I may use it next turn. Especially if they tap out for something, I get to counter it. That'd be nice. Like if I can get like Spell Pierce and Daze something, and Mystical Tutor for like either Treasure Cruise or Dig Through Time. That'd be kind of nice. Pitched a Grim Tutor, okay. Well, I think what I like here is pitching a Bolt at face, saying boom. Going for a Mystical Tutor here. So this will allow me to cast out. And the Mystical Tutor is going to be for... No, not Mana Drain. It's going to be for Dig Through Time. And because I have Daze, this allows me to leave up Daze on their turn. I go back a land drop, but I think in general it's going to be worth doing. What are we looking for here? Probably Efficient Counter Magic and like a Jace the Mind Sculptor would be our best pickups. This does limit... oh, I guess I miscounted there. I didn't have to use all my lands up. Alright, so there's actually 0 lands here. They have 2 non-basics in play. Well, I think I like Magus... And probably, what, Miscalc? Spell Snare seems good against them. I'm going to pick up these cards and say go. Okie doke. Well, they'll probably take the Magus here, my guess would be. They could take Snare, maybe if they have like TV in hand. They can't TV this turn if they're short on landage. Alright, so Magus is gone. We still have Back to Basics and Blood Moon. Alright, Thing in the Ice. Okay, yep, you got it. trading off on cards here. But my mana situation is growing. Well, that's going to get spell pierced, or snared rather. Alright, Blood Moon. Well, we cut off some of their mana. And if that's it for their turn, then I feel like we're probably in a very, very good spot. I'm going to cast this right now. If they have it, they have it. But I think it doesn't get better for me over time if they do not have it. I'm going to dig through time here. Just try to end the game quicker. Okay, probably take, what? Snapcaster's not bad. But my graveyard's not that sauced right now. I think I'm going to take Complications as a 2-for-1. Take Force of Will just in case like I lose my butt this turn and they have like TV plus Voltaic Key or something in hand. Yeah, even if they had Jace here, that would, they know I have Daze, and bouncing a Torrential Gearhulk never really feels great. Well, that's a lot of value. I think, honestly, though, at this point, I mean, I guess I could play it out. What does it give me, though? Spell Snare? Nothing phenomenal. I think I just attack. Just put him to the test here. Yeah, maybe I should have attacked. I'll do this on their end step. Okie doke. And now we have Force of Will available on their turn. Hopefully we don't have to use it, but if we do, we do. Yeah, it's A-okay. Could have done this, but I think it's better just to win. Nope. I'm just going to cast this thing out, see what they do. This is just in case they have a bounce spell available. Yeah. All right. Yeah. The reason you do that, it's not trying to be a slow roller. What it is if they have like Into the Royal, they could bounce one of my Titans. I don't win that turn, and then they could possibly go into a win on the next turn. It's still pretty thin because I mean, unless they bounce the actual non-copy, then I could replay it if I don't play that. But the Deceiver Exarchs are just an assured win. It's like you're not going to bounce anything. If you had to bounce a response, then I can just like go off, and if it doesn't work, then I just attack you and kill you. So pretty good games. Definitely enjoyed them, Atom Combat. Hope you enjoyed them as well. I like seeing the new decks you got going on, man. This has been Canadian Highlander. Some of it 100-card singleton, but I haven't retuned the list to have power in them and be fully pointed. This is one of the decks I've been working on recently. It's Maverick. Very fair deck. What do you want it against? Just aggressive decks. It's really good against like White Weenie, kind of like you saw. It's good against Red Deck Wins. It's got a lot of life gain, just a lot of decent-sized bodies. And overall, it's a pretty decent deck. I mean, it's not probably a top-tier strategy, but it does have some disruption. It has some some tutoring effects to find the right pieces that you need. It's one of the few decks that gets to play Gaddock Teague, with decent impunity. I mean, you have a few Nambos, like, you do have the Green Sun Zenith, you got Elspeth, you got Gideon, but otherwise, it works pretty well in the deck. You also have a lot of cool cards that have interesting interactions, like this one when it gets ditched, goes into play. No-Eyed Varrock, same thing. It goes into play. It also has Hexproof, and it's just huge. It's 6/6. Kind of want to try it out in this list. You get Palace Jailer, which is just a great card. A lot of Artifact and Enchantment Disruption off Rex Sage and Knight of the Autumn. You also get kind of a Stoneforge package as well. So the deck overall, I think, is pretty decent. Is it going to beat the best of decks in the format? Probably not, but it's also just a very, very interactive deck, and it has a decent bit of game against a little bit of everything, even though it's kind of a fair deck in and of itself. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the content, and I'll probably put more out sometime soon. All right, guys, enjoy and take care now.